Hey everybody, just wanted to welcome you to our session on plein air painting. Now, of course, you don't have to fly to beautiful Italy to do a great plein air painting. You could do it anywhere you are, but lucky me, I get to be here and paint for you in beautiful Lucca, Italy. So today I'm gonna be doing a painting of the one of my favorite spots on earth, really. And it's one of the many medieval gates into the walled city of Lucca, and this is the Porta de' Borghi. So I'm going to talk to you specifically about this painting, of course, but also about plein air painting in general, what I bring, what I don't bring, and how I approach it, how that's different than my studio work, and how there are some similarities. So anyway, welcome. I think we'll have a good time. Okay, guys, while I get set up, I wanted to just say a few brief remarks about painting on site or plein air painting. I think there are a couple of really easy to avoid mistakes that we all make. I make them, I have made them. So I wanted to walk through them just before I get set up and start. One is, I think psychologically, we try to recreate whatever it is we like to do in the studio out of doors, which means we try to control the temperature, the noise, the changing light, etc. You can't do that. So you really just have to embrace the atmosphere of painting out of doors on site as a plus. I try not to block all the noise and the changes out. I try to incorporate that energy into what it is I'm painting. As I always say, I try to paint the experience, not just the scene. So, and part of that experience is the noise, the changing light, etc. Second, I think, again, when we try to recreate how we paint indoors, especially if we're used to painting from photographs, we forget that lighting isn't fixed, it changes. So when you're painting on site, you're forced, I think in a good way, to make very quick decisions about composition, about lighting, about what it is you want to say, about what's the intent of your painting, to do that right away. And thirdly, I think one of the easiest mistakes to fix, and I've made this a lot, I believe we tend to bring too much equipment with us when we paint on site. For me, it can be different for you, but for me, I try to make site painting fun, spontaneous, and a joyful experience. For me to get there, the less stuff I bring with me, the better. So I bought this little backpack a couple of years ago, and if what I need does not fit in this, it doesn't come with me. So all I bring is that. I do bring paper that I tape to these PVC boards that are very light. But you could bring a sketchbook, you could bring a block of paper, whatever you're comfortable with is the rule here. Just make it a fun, easy, stress-free experience. I don't think you necessarily need to bring chairs and umbrellas and food, and it's up to you, naturally. But I'm just saying, bring only the essential instruments and tools that you need to make your painting experience joyful, fun, and spontaneous. I, of course, have to bring my Chihuahua because what's painting without your Chihuahua? But you guys may not have to do this. I do. So that's it. So now I'm going to get set up and do a painting for you, and we'll talk about how I interpret what I see and try to paint the experience rather than just the exactitude or the details of what it is I'm looking at.